Pew, 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 pew. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Address of Champions Wrestling podcast brought to you by My House Sports Gear. How we doing, Serena?
I'm good, Damani. We apologize for missing last week, everybody. It's been very, very hectic over here with my schedule and Damani's schedule. So we're
Busy,
back at
busy,
it. We're back at it, but I'm good, Damani. How are
back.
you?
You know me, I just be living. That's it. And trying to get by, surviving. A little
Surviving.
bit of thriving, mostly surviving. But yeah, busy week this past week, busy week every week, busy week next week. Every day is busy. I hate it. I hate being an adult.
Yep, me
For the
too.
kids that listening, don't grow up.
That's
Don't do
true.
it.
Hey,
But
don't really have the choice. You got
I
to do
know
it sometime.
I hate it. But other than that, what you been up to? Anything in particular? Anything
Well,
crazy going on? Any games?
I chopped my hair. She's
I
chopped.
saw that.
I got a bob.
I saw that. I didn't think that was you.
Yep, I got a bob. So that was a little last minute. I felt like I needed to do a little change. And I texted my girl. I was like, you need to get me in tomorrow or I'm not doing it. So she got me in. So I have a bob.
How do you feel? Does it feel uplifting?
Yeah, it's a little greasy right now, so don't judge. But it feels like I have like nothing, like, because usually with my longer hair, I always had it like up in a ponytail, and like even when I did it, so it's just like, what's the point? So I chopped it, and now it just feels very light. When I go to the gym, I don't really have to like push it back. So yeah,
That's how I felt. I had
yeah,
this was before my house days. I had the dreads, but the dreads are so heavy, and it's like they weigh like 30 pounds on your head. So when I cut them, it was literally like the same thing. I was like, yo, like if you don't cut them right now, like I probably won't cut them.
Yeah, exactly.
He's holding them. He's like, are you sure? Are you sure? I was like, cut them off, bro.
Yeah, and those are How long did it take you to grow them out? Because I saw a picture recently. Like they were
Oh,
pretty
you mean
long.
it's long?
They were really
Yeah,
long.
no, I I started growing my hair out like 2020, and I cut them almost a year ago. So I cut them like last May or late. No, yeah, maybe. Yeah, May. No, sorry, close to a year. I cut them right before my second MMA fight. So I had them in May for my first fight, which was like a week after my birthday, and then the second one I had no hair. So around August will be a year.
Probably took some
But
pounds off.
yeah, I was like, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So I got
What we got today?
um well, I want to say go Phillies. They won they
Ooh,
beat
all going to the game.
I went to the game on Sunday, so a week ago. And then I didn't go obviously yesterday because it's at Atlanta, but just want to say go Phils. They're my favorite team ever. So they beat the Braves last night, so now we'll see if we win the series when this comes out.
Big baseball girl, eh?
Yes, I love them so much. Like it's once they start, it's my new personality trait. Like it's my favorite thing to do. But
I used to be
anyways,
big in baseball. I used to love baseball, and then I went through a phase. I just stopped watching baseball altogether. But I be catching here and there. But like all my friends, my dad, like they all love baseball. They watch it every day. I'm like, brother,
yeah,
it's
sometimes
not
it's
that.
a lot, but it's fun to go to the game. So I enjoy going to that. So that's what I did this past weekend. And
Okay.
then your weekend, tell us about the fight.
Oi, oi, the fight. The fight I tried not to talk about, but yeah, had a fight. What was it? This past Saturday for CES at CES 80. I think that was the name of the card. Um, Crazy, you know. It's crazy to think that I actually get in there and do that stuff. It's like a different person, you know. And it's just crazy. Like I hate it, but I love it at the same time because like it gives you that feel like you're still wrestling. Like, yeah, like you're aura farming. That's what the young kids say, aura farming.
Yeah.
But nah, it's It's crazy. My fight probably lasted a good 54
That's
seconds.
what I saw. That's crazy.
It's
So
crazy.
like
Crazy.
you didn't have that much training in between because you found out like not too long ago that you had a fight.
Yeah, I found out like probably like 10 to 12 days beforehand. They were like, are you gonna fight? I'm like, nah, I already said I was gonna fight. They're like, all right. And then the next day they're like, no, you're fighting. So I'm like, oh. And then we had like a couple opponent changes, but then found some dude from Michigan. They flew him out. I go to the weigh-ins, and there he was. I'm like, oh, I'm fighting.
And
Oh.
fight.
So yeah, it's very intimidating, especially if you're like a non-confrontational person. Like I do all this training and I learn everything and stuff like that, but it's still like I like to look at myself as like not a violent person, and then
You have to be violent.
you to be violent. It's literally kill or be killed, and I'm not dying. So
Yeah.
I think just like the physical aspect, it was like I was still training during wrestling season, but just not as consistent, not as much because like out of wrestling season, I'm training everything fighting. Like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm grappling. Tuesday, Thursday, I'm doing boxing. Friday, Thursday, it's MMA. So there's like double practices at days. And then Wednesday and Saturdays, I'm sparring. Like that's like out of season training. But this, I'm at wrestling every day. And then I can get over there Monday nights, Wednesday nights. And that's pretty much it. And I'm like, you know what? In that moment, you got to feel like you're the best. So I'm like, all right, there's this guy's not on my level, so I'm gonna just send it. So
Yeah.
I have it's like you gotta,
It's a mind game
trick
too.
yourself.
Yep.
But physically, it's like there's so much anxiety involved where it's like now you're physically not feeling well, like especially like the day of the fight. It just sucks. And then
Are you like nervous or you're just like, shit, I don't want to do this? Or are you just nervous to like do it?
no, it's nervous. Like I don't want to do this. I don't want to lose. I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't want to slip on a banana peel, get hit. Like it's just so much. Like the power to all these fighters who just send it and they just don't care. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like even like the other kid, I'm like, I think it was his first fight, his first like pro fight. I'm like, bro, you're crazy. Like you're actually crazy.
What do
You
you
just
think?
go and jump in the cage and just say send it. Like that's nuts. Like I'm not even gonna lie. If the roles were flipped and I was fighting me, I would say no. I'm like, that's way too hard. That's way too hard. I'm not with any of that. Like, no. So power to him, salute to him. I forget his name at the moment, but he was pretty tough. Once we're in there, and it was like a Make a Wish Foundation. It was like not Make a Wish, but it was like a company like Make a Wish, where
Okay.
like they brought in all the kids and stuff, and they're like, "Hey, can the kids walk out with you?" So I had like two little guys with me, and
Oh.
it was like it was dope because they get to walk out, they give you a little hug before you like walk into the gladiator pit, and it's like that kind of eased the tension because it's like, man, these guys are real fighters, like you know. I'm like, what I'm doing is just for entertainment. Like these guys fighting every day.
Yeah.
So I was like, it took a lot of edge off, and I'm like, I got nothing to worry about. Like, and then it's like, since I'm out here in Rhode Island, it was in Rhode Island, so they do always get this messed up. They always say hailing from Providence, Rhode Island, but I'm not from Prov. I'm not from Prov. From Newburgh, New York, and they always say
Hey, you're from
Uh,
there.
I come, yeah, that, and then it get me tight for a second. Then I'm like, all right, now I'm gonna beat this kid up because they messed up where my hometown from. So, fight started. Touch gloves, went over there. moving. I think I leg kicked him first, and then he clocked me. He clocked me hard too. Like once I got hit, it was like a deja vu moment. I'm like, what the heck? Did this guy just hit me? I'm like, there's no way he just hit me. I'm like, this is not supposed to happen. I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, and then the next thought was like, I'm gonna be here all night. And then I hit him back, and you could tell he was already like, man, what the heck?
Mhm.
So then moving. I think I leg kicked him again, hit him two more times, disengaged, and then he like tried to throw a knee, and
And the
I
refs came in, right?
no, that wasn't even that. He like tried to throw a knee, and I like pushed him back, and then that's when I hit him like to the body and came up high, and then he fell. He ran, it like stumbled all the way across the ring, and
Yeah, I
then
saw
sat
that.
on the cage. Yeah, I go over there. I'm like going over there, and I look in his eyes, and his eyes was on Pluto. Like he looked like he just came back from Narnia. Like
Oh
he was just
no.
like, I'm like looking at him, holding his head. I'm like, "Ah, I
Yeah.
can't hit him. I
Yeah.
can't hit him."
Well,
And then the ref was taking so long, he just stopped it. I'm like, thank God.
like obviously before the fight you're nervous. You're like, oh, like why do I do this? Like I'm not a violent person. But when you're in there, are you like, okay, like the nerves are gone. I'm ready to like fight. Like
Yeah. Once the bell goes and you're
you
and
like forget
it's
that you were nervous like moments ago, and you're like, I'm
yeah,
violent now.
yeah, yeah. It's a different soul entirely. Even during wrestling, I was nervous before probably every match.
Hmm.
And at the D3 level, I was ranked as high as number one for a long time, for like months on end. And
Yeah.
every match, nervous. But once you're going, it's forget about it.
Yeah.
But
Or,
yeah, and then what you say?
I was gonna
Sorry.
say like break down your day. Like, are you superstitious? Because like me personally, like I'm not. But I don't know if you have like traditions you do on fighting days.
Um, superstitious kinda like. So my thing is, I want it to be just another day. Like every day, you ask me how I'm doing, or someone's like, "Yo, what's up, Burns? Like, what's up, man?" And I'm always gonna answer it. I'm always chilling, like always chilling. So even on the day of the fight, I want it to just be the same way. Like I'm still just chilling, and especially if I can control it. Like it's different when you're like away and you're at a venue, or like when we used to be in West Virginia for fights. Like a little different because you don't have much to do that's the same. But like here, keep it as regular as it can be. Like I wake up, I went to the gym, was just BSing with people, joking, and they talking. They like, man, you got a fight tonight? You don't even seem like it. I'm like, yeah, that's the plan. Like that's how I'm supposed to try to feel. But yeah, ate some food, went to the mall by myself. Walking around, got some earrings. Um,
Just like a normal day. Just like a normal
yeah,
Saturday morning.
yeah. Then I came back home. It was like 2 hours, 3 hours before I had to go check in. I'm on Xbox playing freaking Marvel Rivals, and they're like, "Dog, you're crazy." I'm like, "Nah, bro, trust me. I need this. Like,
Yeah,
I
you
just
need to be
need to."
normal for a second.
Yeah, if I'm thinking about the fight all day, I'm gonna be like, my hands be shaking the whole time. Like,
That's true.
I think I actually hate fighting, but I love the results.
Well, yeah,
If that
you're
makes
undefeated. And
undefeated,
undefeated. Do you have a fight coming up
undefeated.
next? Do you have another fight?
Um, Probably August.
August. Okay.
Give me a good training camp. Let me prepare properly, and the competition's only going to keep going up. So definitely dial that in. Get ready for August. I think they said they're going back to Foxwoods in CT. So yeah, exciting,
That's
but
exciting.
it's crazy though. I hate it. I just feel like let me just if I can be like a coach for the fighters, I feel like me personally, I would get the same yeah. But then again, I don't know because that
But you're
limelight
good
isn't
at it.
different.
So it's like if you're good
You
at
know?
something, keep doing it. But I don't know. That's like a
It's
hard
tricky.
that's a tricky situation. Like I don't know what I would I'm
So,
yeah.
because I'm like, yeah. it's cool, bless you.
Thank you.
Like it's cool, but it's like ugh, I hate the nerves. Hate the nerve. But even then, when you're coaching, sometimes you get more nervous than if you're the one doing it because you can't control nothing that's
Yeah.
happening.
Like then you're like, oh, like should I have taught him this or like should I have done this instead of that? Like should I
Yeah.
show him this move? Yeah. So it's
So,
like you rather be the one in control, but also in coaching you can't get hurt.
yeah. I would definitely say like moving forward, some things I can do to kind of, you know, be better would be like just be consistent with my diet because even though that was like a weight class up, if something like that does happen, especially on like a bigger scale, I got to be ready to go, ready to make weight at a drop of a dime. So like just not splurging so much because I think I probably said this before, but if DoorDash had like a leaderboard, I would be top 100 in the world for like
Oh
DoorDashing.
no, I think I would beat you 100%. I'm
There's
always
no
door dashing.
way.
I
There's no
does it
way.
say how many like orders we have on DoorDash? Because I bet you
Nah, they
I
just
have
showed me like the orders.
I
I would
DoorDash
be a
so
DoorDash
often.
Hall of Famer. DoorDash Hall of Famer, without a doubt.
There has to be something that says like it doesn't say how many I have. They need to like come up with like a club and be like, you are a gold member, an elite member.
Do you have the Dash Pass?
Yeah, of course I have the Dash Pass. You
Yeah, I
save
was about
some,
to say.
yes, you save some money, but
How much?
not.
Yeah. So my Dash Pass usually says like this month you save like $115.
Yeah, I don't know how much I learned, but yeah, like I'm a big DoorDasher too, which is not good because it's like I
Not good.
I go to the grocery store and think of
Yeah, I go to
meals.
grocery.
Speaking of, I need to take out the chicken after we're done recording, so we could have that tonight because we decided to take out last night.
All right, this is super off topic, but who cares? Do you know how when you're door dashing and some of the places say virtual store?
No.
So like if you ever click on one of the things on DoorDash and it's like virtual or virtual place, virtual store, it's not like an actual store where you could go in there and get food to take out, if that makes sense. You could only get it through DoorDash. Now, this could be like a fan viewer question as well. Do you think that because it's a virtual store and you don't really know, sometimes there's like warehouses that have like a bunch of them in there, but sometimes I think people just create a virtual restaurant for DoorDash from their house. And
Yeah,
I think like if you order something pretty basic, like if you get a burger, sometimes I think it's just like a Bubba's burger that they just bought from Stop and Shop, and now they cooking that for you, and then they just tax it. I think it's a little sketch.
I
The
mean, yeah,
virtual.
I don't know if I have a virtual store.
No, so it'll be like a restaurant. It'll be listed as a restaurant. So like, let's say Mr. Beast has like a
Oh yeah, he has
virtual
that.
DoorDash store. That's a virtual. There's no actual Mr. Beast restaurant.
Well, where is that coming from?
That's what I'm saying. I think it's a hoax. I think somebody could be in like an apartment complex just cooking up
Just cook.
burgers and sending them. So I
Hey,
think if people be ordering ramen, like when they order ramen stuff, I think they just get like the ramen packs from the store. That's like $3. Cook that, and now you're paying like $22 for the same ramen. I think it's just crazy.
yeah, I see
So I
what you
try not to
mean.
order. I try not to order from the virtual spots.
Yeah, I never done that. I usually just go to the places that aren't far from me, but I'm too lazy to actually pick it up or cook. So that's
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Um, we had a question from a listener today. Well, well, we kind of answered this, but they said, "What do you do on the day of the fight? Are you nervous all day?" Again, I am. I'm nervous. I'm nervous from since when they even announced that, hey, you got to fight on this day. I'm nervous. I'm already nervous, and I was talking to like this guy, and I was like, yo, I was telling him, I'm like, I'm really like stress free right now. Like I'm living good, stress free, no worries, gray hairs going away, and then they say I gotta fight, and
They're
I'm
like,
like,
I know when I
oh.
brought it up, you're like, I hate talking about it.
So yeah, so was I nervous all day? Being that it was so close to home, no, I don't think I
Yeah,
was
that
as
probably
nervous.
helped because like it's not like you
Yeah,
have to get on a plane or you have to do like a 6 hour drive. Like
yeah,
you just had to go skirt skirt and then you were there.
yeah, literally like a 10-minute drive. So no, I wasn't nervous all day, but usually I'm nervous all day, all week. It's like the only thing I think about is sucks. So yeah, that's fun. Okay, moving forward, transfer portal talk.
Yeah, some big things happened this
Let's hear it.
past few weeks.
Let's hear it. Let's hear
Well,
it.
AJ Ferrari, he announced that he was going to be going to North Carolina next year. That's big news,
Oh,
right? Like,
yeah, it's huge.
where did you think he was gonna go to North Carolina? I felt like he was gonna pick somewhere else. Maybe like Oklahoma State or something.
I I I did think he would go back to Oklahoma State because he won a national title.
Yeah.
He won the national title for Oklahoma State. I also thought he could have went like maybe Rutgers because I think he's a Jersey boy, but
Mm.
Texas. So or Iowa because I think one of his little brothers is at Iowa. And
Oh yeah, we did say that last week. I knew that. I don't know. I just felt like he maybe could have won back, but wanted to probably try
Tar
something
Heels,
new.
easy.
Yeah, so that was announced like on April 7th. So that's
Okay.
crazy. And then Richard Figueroa, he was a 2024 champion. He has announced that he's going to Oklahoma State. So
Oh, I don't know how I feel about that.
where'd you think he was gonna end up picking?
He's going to Okie State, so because Spratley is Okie State's 25 pounder, so unless Figueroa is going up
It's
to
Yeah,
133,
that's what it says on here actually. It says 125/133. So he's probably gonna go up to 133.
yeah, because Spratley was just a returning finalist, so that's tricky. But if he's going 33, that gives the Cowboys a lot of depth in their lineup, which is good. But I think it's still crazy because like he's just like a Sun Devil. So
Yeah, yeah. So he's going from Arizona State to Oklahoma State. So then Rocky Alum, he is going from Missouri to Iowa State, which was announced. We're pre-recording this for Sunday's episode. This was announced yesterday. So that's like new news. That's like, do you know him? He was a four-time
I've
All-American.
heard of him. Yeah, yeah, he's
Yeah,
pretty good.
four-time All-American. He's gonna be senior, or he is a senior. Yeah.
That's crazy though because I feel like Iowa State's been losing all of their guys, so good for them for getting a hammer.
I think there's
Right, right, right.
another person that signed with Iowa State. Uh Isaac Dean. He is going from Rider to Iowa State. That was announced like April 6th.
Okay.
He's says graduate on here, so I'm confused.
So he's a grad student. So yeah. So people can do like 4 years of their university that they were at. So say they redshirted their first year, and then
Like a red shirt?
wrestled. Yeah. So if they did a red shirt and then wrestled the next 3 years, you would still graduate with that fourth year of regular school, but then you still have 1 year of eligibility where they go take their grad year and get a master's degree from a different place.
Okay, okay, that makes sense. All right. So he's another Iowa State. And then who else do I have? I have Rocco Welsh, who's going from Ohio to
Boy,
Penn State.
that's crazy. I think it makes sense though because I think he's a PA guy. But still crazy. I think he's one of KD's guys. We might have KD coming on sometime soon. Looking forward to that. Get his take on it. But yeah, that's just overall crazy. And I feel like that shook up the landscape because my boy Zach
Yeah.
is now going to Okie State because I think they're the same weight class. So
Hmm.
now Ryder's going to Oklahoma, which is crazy because he spent his senior year of high school at State College with David Taylor. But then you think about it, it was with David Taylor, so it makes sense he would go to Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
waiting to hear back from him too, so you
Hopefully,
guys stop being light skinned.
yeah, hopefully he
Don't stop being light skinned.
gets back to us. But yeah, it says Rocco might be going up to 184 at Penn State.
Yeah.
So who's currently at 174 that he's in right now?
No, he redshirted this year, but
Okay.
I think
But I mean at Penn State, who's 174?
Levi Haynes. Levi.
Gotcha. Okay.
Cameron.
Let's see. And then Dean Peterson is going from Rutgers to Iowa. That was just announced not too long ago.
That don't make no sense. That one doesn't make any sense.
You don't think so?
Because they have unless he's going up to 33 too.
No, still it
But
says
he can't
125.
because they got Drake Ayala, they have Bo Bassett, they
So
have Nazir Bailey who's going there, they have Jordan Williams who's going there. They got Leo DeLuca who's coming in as a 25-pounder, who's a hammer.
yeah, so that he like has a lot of competition.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Is Bo Bassett next year? He's at Iowa?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think he graduated this year.
I don't.
I think.
I thought he had one more year.
Oh, I'm not sure.
I'm looking this
I
up.
think,
Google's free, so
I
I'm gonna
think him
look it
and
up.
I think him and PJ are the same year. And I know PJ graduates this year.
Okay, then I can't. I mean, he's unreal. So good for Iowa to get him because he's so
I
good.
know.
He was so good when he's younger. But anyways,
I think someone's sitting the bench.
yeah, so there's Jordan Williams, he's from
Yeah,
Little Rock to
Iowa.
Iowa. Yep. And then
Nazir
there's
Bailey.
who?
Nazir Bailey.
Yep.
He's
Oh
another
yeah.
one, Little Rock,
He's going
Iowa.
to Little Rock to Iowa. Yep, that was announced March 29th.
But he's a 33-pounder. He might go up to 41. Jordan Williams, I don't know. I don't know. I unless they all bump like Jordan Williams up to 57, Bo Bassett slides in 49, or I don't know. This is crazy.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy because the top teams are like just buying their lineups because with the new rules like the NIL stuff, where
Mhm.
it's like all these bigger schools have so much like revenue in terms of like alumni funding and donations because it's deserved because they've been winning for years and years. But now it's like the rich get richer and
Hate that.
the smaller schools, the smaller schools, you know, don't stand a chance.
No. Yeah. Um, this might be a dumb question. There's obviously like still a lot of people that didn't announce where they're going. So Anthony Ferrari is AJ Ferrari's brother, we said.
Yep. Yep.
Um, any news on where you think he's gonna end up going?
Who? Which one?
Anthony.
The middle one? Is he the middle one?
He's a sophomore.
Yeah, I think so. I think so because the one that was at Iowa, and then the other one, what's it? AJ's going to UNC. I think the other one was leaving LIU. So I don't know where he's gonna go.
Yeah, he's leaving Long Island, not Love Island. Love
Yeah.
that show.
Oh man, you talking about some dang Love Island on the wrestling podcast?
My apologies, Long Island. We'll get to that on another episode. But
I
yeah,
watched
so
the USA season.
oh, crazy. But anyways, yeah, so he didn't announce that yet. When's the deadline that they need to announce it by? Is there a deadline?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think you could transfer at any point. But
Yeah. So there's a
yeah,
bunch of
that's
people.
crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff.
Bryce
Okay.
Hepner is going to North Carolina as well. That was announced April 7th. Andre Gonzalez from Ohio State to Cal Poly.
Oh, that's good.
And then Grant McKay from Pittsburgh to Gannon. That was announced yesterday, April 8th.
What the heck? So he's going D2?
I guess so.
Is Gannon deep too?
I don't know. I didn't know it showed Gannon College.
I think that's a MPA, right?
It's in Erie, Pennsylvania. Yep. D2.
I think it's deep too.
Yeah, it's Division 2.
Crazy.
Yeah, so there's like so many people in the transfer portal, but we covered a decent amount.
All the big.
What?
I said we got all the big names.
Yeah, the big names, AJ with the splits, right?
Yep.
Crazy. I saw that. I didn't think it was gonna be North Carolina, but I'm also like not following it crazy. But
Mm-hmm. Okay.
anyways,
Next, we're gonna. I think this is what, episode 10, 9,
ooh,
9, 10,
no,
maybe 11.
because
I think it might be.
we missed
Wait,
last week just because it's been crazy. You fight and
we've been kicking with this since like January. There might
we're
be 8 or 9.
on. Oh God, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This will be the 10th episode. Way to go! The Big 10. The Big 10.
Okay. So, being that we're 10 episodes strong into this now, let's see what your favorite episode thus far has been and why.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna say like I have a favorite, but I'll go by what I liked about each episode. The first one obviously was just me and you. That was fun. It was short and sweet, to the point, explaining who we are. The second one was with my dad, Tim Payne, the CEO. I'm sure people know that. I thought that was good to have on this podcast to just talk about his story on where he started. Like, he had no idea where life was going to take him, and it took him wrestling, took him to starting a wrestling brand, which is crazy. The third episode was with our guy Kyle Shoop. Shoop, he's a good dude. We just set up like a team store for him. So like he was a customer of ours, and then he turned into another like a for his club for Shoop trained. So that was nice. And then Riley, my girl from Big Money Moving, she got her stuff in. It looks good. She was the gardening with the gnomes. She was fun to talk to, especially like to meet over like that, just because I work with her personally and I only talk to her through text mostly. So it was nice to kind of put like a face to the name. Like obviously I know what she looks like because her face is like on all the gear. But you know what I mean? Like the voice, the face, the whatever. And then your friend Jojo, the
That's dope. That was good.
the Puerto Rican stallion, he was he was a good dude, learning about his experience with wrestling and then into his professional fighting career. I'm sure a lot of people will look up to you and him, um, just because I'm sure, like, after wrestling, it ends at one point, right? Like, you could be a wrestling coach or you could go into fighting. That's just usually how it goes.
Yeah.
And then Grind and Grapple also started, so we're gonna give him a little shout out. Our guy AJ Luton, he I think his first episode just dropped not too long ago, so shout out to him. We'll put his socials as well because he'll support us. We'll support him.
We'll check him out.
And then obviously Mario Hutcherson, he's just a beast. He's just such a good kid. He is currently in Iowa right now, actually training. So good kid. Um, Amazing athlete. He got hurt this year, but I'm seeing videos like he didn't even get hurt. He's just running up those steps. Like I'm like when I have it
He's
when
getting ready for the open.
yeah, like when I like hurt my ankle, like I'm crying for like a week. So he's slaying. And then the past 2 weeks was just talking about NCAA with me, you and Kevin. So that's my
Which was
favorite.
fun. Those
Yeah,
are fun.
those were fun. Yeah, we kept saying dogs. That was actually like the funniest episode to me personally. But yeah, I think I can't pick a favorite. I think they're all so different, and I think it breaks up my day, honestly. So I like recording this podcast with you. It's fun. But what's your favorite? Do you have a favorite, or do you?
I would, like you said, you made a good point. Like, there's really like no opportunity to really have a favorite because like we started this from essentially nothing. So every episode is like, my favorite because it's our creation, which is dope. Like dope in itself because I feel like it's just a way of creative expression, which is really good to
Yeah.
see and to see it pick up traction. And it's like,
Yeah.
it's crazy. I feel like it's just gonna keep rolling and keep snowballing and keep snowballing. But if I had to pick a episode that really resonated with me the most, would probably be episode one, because that was literally the startup, and like we're learning as we go, and it's gonna only keep getting better and better, and then sometimes we'll have ones in person. Who knows? Who
Yeah.
knows what the future holds? But
Yeah.
I think episode one was just a good launch, and shout out to us. Shout out to Riverside for having a program where we can do this. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that came on. Shout
Yeah.
out to everybody that will be on. If you still want to be featured on here, get the QR code, go on the link, sign up. We're
And the
reaching
shirts
out to
came in.
people.
The shirts came
The
in.
church
The
came.
Address of Champions Wrestling podcast. We will be wearing those hopefully soon. We have to get them shipped to us. And then maybe we'll come out with like a sticker or something, have like a little water bottle, like some merch when we're recording. Because you're
Oh,
wearing.
my Yeti was so dope,
Oh,
especially for the fight.
perfect.
That Yeti was like super clutch, and then people were like, "Yo, man, is that a Yeti? And is that like that brand you always wearing?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro, go get one."
Yeah. Yeah. I think I got one. I might have left it in my car. I don't know where it is actually. I have one. I think I had multiple. But yeah, we'll start like repping like the t-shirt. We could put that on a t-shirt, hoodie, crew neck, like start repping our brand that like not that me and you created, but like we started this podcast, me and you, and then shout out to Natasha. She's a producer, but she's not on with us today. And just shout out to all of our guests that we had, Kyle Shoup, Riley, AJ, Mario, Kevin. It's fun. Breaks up the day. That's all I gotta say.
It's been lit. Okay, moving forward.
Moving
Oh,
forward.
introducing something that we're trying to put together for the My House brand. Right, we're trying to introduce an ambassador program. Is
Yep.
this correct?
That is correct. It's not 100% ready to launch yet, but it will be. We are looking for youth wrestlers or high school wrestlers, college wrestlers if you want, to be a brand ambassador for My House, to expose our brand, expose our singlets, expose everything that we have to offer. We have amazing shoes. They're easier to sell when we're in person or when someone else is wearing them and they could say, "Hey, get those shoes." Like I'm not going to buy things unless I know that I know someone that I trust wearing them. So I bought shoes this past weekend just because I was like, hey, I want these shoes. Like everyone has like a certain kind of these shoes. I was like, I'm gonna love them. I'm returning them. I'm like, I can't like this. They're like $100. Like I'm returning them. They're not comfortable. So it's better to get a word of mouth from someone that you know. So we're starting that up. I'm very excited. My girl Megan Brown from Missy Wrestling Club, she's going to help us get some of her kids in the brand ambassador program, and we'll have a sign up. So if you're listening, we'll have a sign up ready to go on the Address of Champions Wrestling podcast page, along with the My House Sports Gear page. So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. So if you're a hammer, think about this opportunity. It's really a chance to grow both yourself and your brand and your social media presence, as well as My House. So it's a hand in hand type of deal. Wash what they say. I wash your back, you wash mine.
yeah,
That type of right. So it's a really good opportunity. Um, be on the lookout for that. Sign up. If you haven't seen the recent post, I think that was made, comment, respond to that call to action, and let's get the ball rolling on that.
yeah. I'm excited.
And
Be like that's coming. Like if anyone has any ideas, I don't know, whoever's listening out there, if you have any ideas that Miles Sports Care could do, if that's stock designs, if that's just marketing, like campaigns that you guys want to see, if there's any ideas, we are a kind of brand that are
For the
Customers
people.
matter. Like whatever they think, we want to be able to do what they see. We want to do what they envision. Like, if you have ideas, send them our way. Send them to Damani,
Yeah.
send them to me. Post on our Facebook, give us a ring. 866-609-7263.
Okay. We are for the people.
We are for the people. So
We love that. So new gear coming in, you know,
hopefully, yep.
be help be the voice. Help be the voice and let's get some heat out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Oh, new segment, right? Um this is called Wrestler Spotlight.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. I have one. We posted her not too long ago on our Facebook page, actually. She's a beast. Her name is Mackenzie. She is from Plainwell High School. She is a 3-time state champion in Michigan. So it's Madison. I'm sorry, Mackenzie, if you're listening. I don't know if you are. Madison, I apologize. She's from Plainwell High School. She won her 3rd state title at the Michigan State Championship last month. Total beast. That's crazy.
Okay, and we'll probably put her pic on the video so you can see her do something.
Yeah.
See a little clip of her, but that's good. Who would I pick? I'd probably, I gotta go with my guy, Mario.
Yeah,
You know,
Mario.
he's grinding right now. He's in Iowa. He's getting ready for the U.S. Open. Shout out to him. Really cool kid. Getting to speak with him, and he might even have some voice, some pull on some future stuff coming out. So again, be on the lookout for that.
Yeah.
You can follow those guys. We'll tag their IGs if I don't know about the girl. We could probably find her, but
Yeah, I'm sure I could find her.
we'll tag them.
We'll tag them. We'll do a little snippet. And Madison, Mario, Eminem, you guys are the wrestler spotlights of the week.
Woo! But that was good. That was good.
That was good. So yeah, I think we got
Coming to
wrestler
an end.
spotlight. I chose my wrestler, you chose yours. I guess just everyone, if you're listening, thanks for tuning in to the podcast, the Address of Champions Wrestling Podcast, brought to you.
Follow, follow, like, comment, subscribe. We're on Instagram. We got the YouTube up and going on Spotify, Amazon Music, Heart Radio, wherever you get your podcasts. Go check it out. It's easy to get to. You can follow us. We'll have our stuff on there. Follow my house. Again, put your voice out there. Have some say into, what do you want to see come out. But again, it's not a one-sided thing. So if we're talking to a wall, then it's like, who cares? So have a voice, so then you can tell your friends, yeah, I helped them do that.
That's true. Very true.
And be on the lookout for that ambassador program coming out. Call us, leave reviews, all that good stuff, and Address Champions Wrestling Podcast.
Brought to you by My House Sports Gear. It was great talking to you guys, and we'll see you next week.